Digger, Kimberly Olsen, coming in live, also known as the Goal Digger Girl. We're gonna add a little magic here because lovely filters aren't working. Oh my word, I tell you what, Facebook is just so amazing. We're so thankful for Facebook and everything it can do for our lives. Yes, and Instagram, moment of gratitude, because I don't know about you, but there were some stuff going on last week, right? It was a little bit crazy, but I want to welcome you guys on. I'm so thankful we got home like an hour ago. We've been in the car since 5:30 a.m. Mountain Time, so 12-hour car ride with a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. Elise is still screaming right now. My husband is a freaking saint because he is handling her. She doesn't want to go to sleep. But I said, I have live scheduled tonight. We have our team training tonight, and I'm going to be in both my groups tonight. So if you are in the Goal Diggers of Network Marketing, I'm going to go over the 10 reasons you are not successful in social media. And if you are in the Goal Digging Boss Babes after that, I'm going to go over 3 ways to find new people to prospect, okay? So we'll do all of that tonight. So what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to share with me, while I welcome you guys on, I want you to share with me what percentage of people that you're recruiting are actually working the business. I'm curious to know about that. Also, a really cool thing happened today. This girl, I do private like 90-day runs for teams. So I'm ramping up my next one. It's like the most amazing group of people. They're just amazing, on fire. And so anyways, one of the girls, we were talking about the payment, and she wanted to know if she could split it up, and she had some financial issues. And I said, you know what, don't even worry, I get it. I said, 2 Christmases ago, I had $100 budget for both my girls from Santa and had to buy everything used, okay? Everything was on consignment. I remember texting Scott and I'm like, okay, I just, got all the Addison stuff for $38. That was, it's August, so just over a year and a half ago. And we just, I'm a year ago, this past weekend, I walked away from my job forever. So it just goes to show, if you work really hard, you can have that success. But also, I want you to know, I get it. I've been there. So I just want to share with you that I thought that was really neat, that just in such a short period of time, so many things have changed for me. And I want that for you as well. And that's why I thought this topic would be really relevant. So those that are hopping on, feel free, if you have a team, you could take this video and you could put this video in the team, in the team page. Also, last week we peaked at 62 live video views. The title of my live last week was Rachel Hollis book giveaway. That might have had something to do with it. And I just, over the moon. I got to hang out with Fraser a little bit, and we got to see Rob Sperry and Ray Higdon. I mean, it was just an amazing week. But the coolest part was the girls that came with me. It was really, really awesome. Okay, so let's jump in. Let me know what percentage of people that you recruit actually do the business. So let's say you bring on 10 people. I want to know what percentage actually work the business. I'm curious to know where you guys are at with that. What are your actual numbers, okay? So this couple things, I want to give you some insights, and then I'm going to give you some actual steps here, okay? So first off, we can't actually beat the numbers. Okay, so if you don't know this because you're comparing yourself to your triple black diamond who's at the top of the company, and you're like, oh my word, she posted like one thing on Instagram and then she was at the top of the company and she's making millions every year. You can't compare yourself to people like that, okay? They're just freaks of nature. They're the outliers. We're so happy for them. That's not normal. It's not typical, okay? Even the results I got this year with the team that I launched with, me and one of my top girls, we always talk about our results are not typical. I'm 1 rank away from the top of the company and I just started in January. That's not normal, okay? So if you have people like that in your world, on your team, uplines, sidelines, whatever, I want you to know, let's just be blessed and release, be thankful and happy for them, but don't compare yourself to that, okay? Now, when it comes to recruiting, there are numbers and you can't beat these numbers, okay? And I learned this, I love this from Terry Carey. She's a girl on my team and she's one of my favorite people in the whole world. But she was sharing how when she's chatting with someone, she asked them, do you want to make grocery money? Do you want to make mortgage money? Or do you want to make like big money, right? Like your magic money. So these are the numbers. 85% of the people that you bring on to your team want grocery money. I'll repeat that. 85% of the people you bring onto your team want grocery money. Grocery money means you can buy all organic. You can go to Target and not have to ask your husband for money. Maybe it's not buying stuff at consignment shops and buying stuff that's new, right? It's just a couple $100s a month, okay? 85% of the people. So if you're expecting people to be like you, And I know it's hard when there's someone like you where you're like, oh, she could be amazing, right? And they're not, meaning they just want the grocery money. So your expectations are out of balance, which we'll talk about. But this is the thing, you guys. If you recruit 10 people, let's say you're at 10 for the year. Okay, let's just use the year for a number. 10 people. 8.5 of those people only want a couple $100 a month income. So if you look at your team right now, which we have attrition too, right? People quit and stuff like that. If you look at the people you've recruited this year, you're probably pretty close to these odds, okay? Lindsay, I was just talking about you. You didn't know it, but I was. It was all good. By the way, shout out to Lindsay Sewell. She's my business bestie. Our whole entire relationship has been built on voice memos via text. She's made it to the top 40 for Play to Win. The second episode airs this week, and I just want to give her a shout out because after seeing the first episode, you were put through the ringer, my friend, and you are a rock star. So brave. I'm in awe. So let's go back to the numbers, okay? 85% of the people want grocery money. 10% want mortgage money. That's who I was when I first started. I wanted mortgage money, okay? I wanted to be able to put our kids in a better preschool, or I wanted to just make an impact on our budget so it was like a real thing, right? I didn't just want a couple extra $100. So mortgage money, people, okay, think of a couple $1,000s a month. That's your mortgage money, 10%. So if we have our pretend recruiting this year of 10 people, one person out of the 10 wants to make mortgage money. Go look at your team. Go look at your sales. Obviously, summer is always a little off, but go look at those numbers. It's probably right on point. Only 5% are like us. They want the magic money. They want the big money. They want to make 6 figures and higher, okay? That's only half of a person out of every 10 that you recruit. So your first problem is probably you're just unrealistic with your expectations. You cannot beat the numbers. It's just the nature of the industry, okay? But there are some things you can do to optimize your recruiting. So if you're excited about this, drop a fire emoji for me. Give me some love hearts, as Fraser Brooks would say. Send this video out into cyberspace and let other people see this content because we want people to have hope. We want people to have inspiration. We want people to be excited, you guys. I want you to stop beating yourself up. Can you do that for me? I want you to stop looking at your numbers and saying, I totally suck. Oh, the lashes. Yeah, I'll do a video on these. I was like, oh, I put my lashes on. I've been in the car all day and haven't showered, for 2 weeks, but I gotta get the lashes on. I'll do a video. So I want you guys to think about that. Are you beating yourself up? Are you telling yourself you suck? Are you comparing yourself to everybody on your team calls? I lead team calls. I go over the top 10, and I know there are hundreds of people who aren't in the top 10 that are sitting there going, oh, I didn't make the top 10 again. How about you're still here? How about you haven't quit like the other hundreds of thousands of people who have quit? You're here, you're trying to learn, give yourself some grace, okay? I see lots of fire emojis. That is a good sign. I've got 3 things for you for this training, okay? Number 1, I want you to set the expectation before they start. Set the expectation before they stop. No, this is gonna end up being the thumbnail, watch. Is that how you do it? No kidnappers. I solemnly swear, whatever your name is, I solemnly swear I will no longer promote and try to recruit kidnappers. I will not encourage people to just buy the kit because I just want another person on my team. No, don't do it. I have a whole training on that. Go find it in one of my groups, okay? Stop it. No kidnappers, okay? Set the expectation beforehand. If you're recruiting people just to recruit them and they don't even want to do the business, they've already failed before they've started. And it can damage relationships too. It's not good, okay? What I want you to do is, this is key if you guys are taking notes. Listen to this. This is a little twist, little tweak. Find out what they want, regardless of their potential. Find out what they want to make. Find out how much time they can put into it, okay? I have a whole onboarding training. You have them tell you. You don't say to them, girl, I've been watching your social media. Your Facebook lives are smoking hot. Look at your Instagram, girl. You got the 10,000. Woo, you got the swipe feature. And you could totally blow it up, man. You could be the top of the company in 3 months. And this person's like, what just happened? I don't want to do this. This is scary. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to get into this. And they freak out. Have you ever had somebody put yes ma'am below? If you've had somebody you brought on and you were like, they're going to be the next runner. You were like, oh, praise God, hallelujah, I found my runner. And they did nothing. Go ask yourself about those expectations. Number 2, I want you to have a legit onboarding process, okay? A legit onboarding process, okay? You must get them into activity within 48 hours of them starting. You got to get them into activity within 48 hours of starting. If you're waiting for them to figure it out, or they're waiting for you to tell them what to do, or you're waiting for their kit to come, you have got to get them into activity within that first 48 hours, okay? Because the doubt sets in. They realize that they have buyer's remorse, right? Their husband's like, well, the first company I was with, I think most of you guys know, was shampoo. And Scott's like, what's this, what is going on here? And I was like, oh, I found this shampoo, it's amazing, it like grows your hair. And he's like, okay. Yeah, I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just put hundreds of dollars in our credit card. We just cut up our credit cards. I had my secret one. The doubt creeps in, you guys. It's so true. Within that first 48 hours, I want you guys to get your people into activity by having a legit onboarding process, okay? Now, if you drop LINK, if you link, put that in there, ManyChat's gonna come along and send you a message. You can jump into my Automation Domination Workshop this week. You have access for life. Yes, you can get the replay. I'm gonna teach you how we've automated our onboarding process. Yes, you're gonna see and it's not just me, it's my Goal Digger Dream Team. You're gonna see our onboarding process. You get to see our team page. Haven't you ever wondered like what we do with new people? I'm gonna show all of you. So put that in there, LINK, and you're gonna go ahead and get a message from ManyChat. I'm gonna show you how we've automated our onboarding process. Okay, that's key. Number 3, always be recruiting. If you come from a sales background, ABCs, always be closing. I say ABR, always be recruiting. Okay, always be recruiting. So there's this girl that messaged me and she said her upline was like busting her balls because she had posted something. So I teach people, if you're gonna be in hair care, I wanna see a variety on your page. I don't wanna just see freaking bottles of shampoo all day. So this person was, in one of my courses, something, I think she'd watched a video. So she was posting some different things on her page and her upline's like, why are you doing that? Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Da 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 da. And I thought to myself, I don't go around looking to see what my team is posting and oh my gosh, are they gonna leave or go do this other company? I'm focusing on my activity and I continue to build my business. So if you're a leader and you're going around snooping in everybody's stuff, you need to knock it off. And this person was very unkind to this person. Hashtag ES for hashtag Elephant Sisters. If you don't know what that is, just search Kimberly Olson Elephant Sisters, it'll come up. If you also put LINK, you're gonna see a link for my newly released Goal Digger gear. And one of the shirts is Elephant Sisters. And it means it's a code that we've all chosen to adopt, that we will support, uplift, and be kind to others in this industry. There will be no cyberbullying, mean girls, and not only will we not allow it, if we see it happening, we will do something about it and not look the other way, because that's just as bad. Anyways, this girl needs that shirt. Okay, second thing of this always be recruiting is attrition is a real thing. You are going to have people quit. You're going to have people taper off. You're going to have people who life gets in the way and they just stop. And you're like, oh my gosh. So we go back to our example of the 10 people that you recruited this year. It's August. I mean, I don't know what the percentages are. I'd love to know if anyone else knows. Please message me. I'd love to know if there's any industry averages. So if you have 10 people, you're lucky if you have half of those people still actively doing the business. It's 8 months later. That's pretty darn good. Plan on attrition. Plan on people leaving, okay? Always be recruiting and filling up your funnel and having new people, and that's gonna help your whole team, but it also puts it on you, and you're not going around trying to squeeze every ounce or every dollar out of your team. Like, I've been on the receiving end of that. It's not cool, okay? Focus on yourself and the results will follow, okay? Now, as I said, I have a workshop, no, it's not attraction. You can tell I've been in the car all day. Automation Domination Workshop is this week, and I'm going to teach you how we have set up where we've automated the onboarding process. I'm going to teach you how we've automated online events. So we have dozens and dozens of events that go on every week. I do the live events, but it's automated. So I'm actually not doing the live events, if that makes sense. I'm going to teach you all my secrets. And then I'm also going to teach you how I pre-qualify leads. Could you imagine having someone raise their hand saying, yes, I want to know more about your product? And you can do this for the business too. Or, oh yes, I want samples. And you're able to automatically get their pain points. So when you do start having a conversation with them, you know exactly why they're interested. They know what the product is. It's not this weird, awkward, like, oh, look at my coat. Let me show you what I got. I mean, we don't want any of that. So Automation Domination, if you put LINK, you're going to get a message about that. Also tomorrow, hurry up and grab your spot. The class is almost full. I have a free masterclass on budgeting like a boss babe. So I was able to get us out of a lot of debt, and I've helped other people do the same. And so I'm going to teach you exactly what we did. We're going to have practical, and we're going to pair it up with some of the concepts and how to create an abundant mindset and some of the path to prosperity. So if you want to get into the free Budget Like a Boss Babe masterclass, it's tomorrow. I can't remember what time because we've been traveling. I've been traveling for like 50 days, it feels like. So that'll be tomorrow, and you'll have access to the replay. So if you can't catch it live during the day, you can grab the replay. And are you guys ready for this? I might pass out. Courtney Epps spoke at Top Summit. Did anyone see the live stream from Top Summit? Courtney Epps, like, she's speaking with Tony Robbins right now. Like as we speak, she was on yesterday. Tony Robbins, you guys, on his stage. Courtney Epps, BADASS. So you know me, I'm like, Courtney, if I get a bunch of people together, will you do a free masterclass for us? She's a tax advisor. She said she made $300,000 last year and didn't pay anything in taxes because she's the hacker. Like she knows how to get around everything. But the main thing is to teach us how to maximize deductions. So some people don't even have LLCs. Some of you don't know how to file with setting up with an S Corp. Don't leave money on the table. Who's ever had taxes come and you didn't have the money set aside? Me, I was like, oh my gosh, that was not very smart. So I cornered her and I was like, please, like my girls would love you, and she agreed to do a class. So she's gonna do a free 45-minute class next week. So stay tuned. Make sure you're on my email list. That's probably the best way. Shoot me your email and Messenger if you're not already on my list, and I'll give you guys the date and time for next week. Courtney Epps, awesome. Go look her up. She has a book called More Relaxing, Less Taxing, in a private Facebook group if you want to get in there as well. So excited about that. And then last but not least, as I mentioned, I know, Nicole, I'm super pumped. The gear. So this shirt says Goal Digger. This is not one of the shirts, but I have a shop now. It's Goal Digger gear. I'm actually working on some other items in it. I just had to figure out how to do it. If you guys weren't following my stories, my flight got canceled. So I was up in the airport. I was all up in the airport. I was in the airport last week all night, overnight. So I was like, I couldn't sleep. I didn't have anything warm. I was shivering. So I was like, I'm just going to learn how to create a shop. So I learned all of it and did it myself. So I made it so I don't make really any money on it. So that way it would be reasonable. The shipping's reasonable. But it's all the stuff says Goal Digger. Isn't that fun? So if you put LINK, you'll see a message, Goal Digger Girl gear. It's also on my website, thegoaldiggergirl.com. Okay, so tonight I'm going to go do my team training. And then at 9:20 p.m. Central, I will be in the Goal Diggers of Network Marketing. Go in that group. I'm going to talk about the 10 reasons why you are not successful on social media. We got some problems, my friends. So come in that group and I'm going to teach you how to fix it. And then right after it, back to back, in my group, what's the other group? Goal Digging Boss Babes. Where am I? What day is it? 3 ways to find new people to prospect. I actually have a couple of bonuses for you, but let's talk about some really cool, easy ways that you can find people to prospect. I'm going to teach you guys how to do that as well. It's awesome. Okay, have a great day. So good to see you. It's so good to be home. Just love this. I love being home. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not going anywhere for like 2 months. It's amazing. Okay guys, have a great night. So good to see you. Bye.